Hey everyone, I'm about to get my hair done with Nicole. I get a lot of questions about my hair, so I thought I would just bring everyone along, and my hair lady Erin is gonna explain the whole process. So let's go! Check out Nicole's outfit of the day. She got the Air Force Ones, stepdad's t-shirt, stolen stepdad's t-shirt, some necklaces, the double hoops though. We're just waiting right now to get my hair done. She actually put me on to this lady. Now I've been coming for like 3 years.
You're more loyal than I am.
No, I'm way more loyal now. Only because of these roots. So basically, I get my roots done because right now it's just my roots, but it's like a bleach-in tone, and then she kind of like drags it down a little bit and then does like a tone, but it's crazy how different it still looks afterwards. And it's probably been like a month and a half or 2 months since I came last, and my roots are looking like that. Got our Red Bull. How cute is my hair lady though? She has like a ring light. Takes pictures. We're gonna take some before and afters.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a retouch on her. She's got about a ½ inch, a little bit more of grow out. Generally, we like a little less time. We're gonna go full bore. This process generally, with her natural level, takes about 2 to 3 processes to get this light. But she has a pretty light color, and we don't have too much of her grow out. So we're just gonna go ahead and apply it through new growth, not directly on the scalp line. Trying to kind of refrain from any irritation. It will kind of pull down by itself. Just naturally do the T-section. And then once we go all the way through, you can worry about those band lines that you're going to try to decrease later. After you have everything teed off and everything sectioned with small sections all the way back, depending on your desired color and desired length of time that you need to leave it on, you process either with a cap or without a cap, depending on the client's hair color, natural hair color, as well as the temperature in the room. So you're just gonna go back through and kind of section off and make sure, wearing gloves of course, making sure that you've got all your lines kind of demarcation kind of rubbed out a little bit. If there's a small amount with a toner, you should try to make sure that they're kind of bleached a little bit more. But since we go back through with a permanent color just to ensure her white color freshness for longer, we can generally cover that up with a permanent color. You can see the blends pretty well. With the lightener foaming, it kind of bleeds up towards the demarcation line, so you don't have that drag line in between. We only use about a 20 volume on her, so it's a really low developer. Generally anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes is her processing time, but she only has a level 7 hair. So now we're at the point where I generally tell her I'm gonna rub it for a couple minutes. We're gonna let her sit. It expands once it starts kind of processing. We also use a B3 lightener with her, or excuse me, a B3 additive. Just protects her hair against any kind of lightener that we put on the hair. She needs it because we like it so platinum.
It'll be a bucket list sort of thing.
Olaplex can work too. We just use B3. It works a little bit quicker, less steps. Doesn't slow the processing time. So we got a good 35 minutes in right now. We're just gonna go ahead and rinse because she's got the desired color. With cooler water, not too warm. Just wanna save that condition of the hair as much as possible. If your client has unwanted yellow tones throughout the ends, this is a perfect time at the bowl to go ahead and pull through and just kind of do a balayage and be able to lighten some of those yellower pieces. She's fine. We've done that before for her, so we don't need to. Shampooing choice is going to go ahead and make sure that we're going to be able to have that color latch on the best way possible and not have any areas of product that won't stick. So always shampoo twice just to get a good rinse. So depending on the color that we get at the end, depending on how light you were trying to get it, or if you're using a permanent color or whatnot, you want to be gentle on the hair when you get back. Mainly, we just want to be able to blow dry that hair with equal porosity throughout so that we can kind of either ensure a nice toner or a permanent color in our case. So after you rinse, you should get a color something similar to this. If you see a little bit of a line of demarcation, that's okay. Like I said, for us, we're using a permanent color afterwards.
Otherwise, it's not working.
You can apply either by bottle or with, in our case, since we're using Tang, it's a little bit thicker and we're gonna do a bowl and brush technique. Just like we did with applying the bleach, you're gonna go back through, mainly making sure that you saturate those roots because that's our main focus for right now. Working in the same pattern that we did earlier with the T-zone. Our little baby hairs always tend to not get as colored as I want them, so I always kind of start off with those. Just a couple problem areas that we like to kind of tend to first. With this, we're using a 10 SM with 8 VM and a little 9 VM. You're gonna let this process, depending on what toner or color you're using, and then rinse out and your client should be gorgeous. I like to go ahead and just kind of pre-wash the ends a little bit. Make sure that you have a good purple shampoo on hand, just to kind of soak up that extra color. Hope Riot's one of my favorites. Same with Loma. And you can tell that opal color. Once that's all rinsed out and nice and blow dried and styled, you won't be able to see any flaws. It will be absolutely perfect. Done.